Welcome back, everyone. We're going to be looking at a silver Kha'Zix gameplay here. This player was curious on how we could have closed the game out a little bit quicker, and if there's any decision-making things that we could have done a little bit better in this particular game. So that is what we're going to be paying attention to here. Now, the first thing we want to do as a jungler is just analyze the matchups. We want to analyze our matchup, and then we want to analyze the lanes just to see where we want to path to. So we're at Kha'Zix into Vi. There are three types of junglers. There are ganking junglers, there are invading type junglers, and there are farming junglers. When we're thinking about Kha'Zix, what is he most likely? Is he a farming jungler where he just wants to AFK and farm? Not really. He can reach power spikes, but he doesn't really just want to AFK and farm, right? Is he a person that likes to go fight the enemy jungler? Kinda. Sometimes it's game-to-game basis, but not really. Is he a gank-heavy champion? Not really either, right? He's not someone who wants to force ganks all the time. He's kind of a mix of all three, right? He's subpar until he gets his item spikes. Kha'Zix is very, very weak early, actually, but he can provide stuff as long as the opportunity does present itself. So that's something to think about when you're playing Kha'Zix. You're thinking about opportunities. Now, when we're thinking about Vi, what type of jungler is Vi? She is more of a gank jungler and an invade jungler. She doesn't really care about farming, but she does want to fight you. She does want to gank lanes. So with that in mind, we want to think about how we're going to path based off of that. If we walk in there and we go ward to see where she starts, we're going to assume that, okay, let's just act like we did. We put a ward down, we see she's starting bot. Well, then I would start top and path down because I don't want to be anywhere near that champion ever if she is looking for me because I don't win that fight. Now, you could hop away, so, you know, you're a little bit safer than other champions, but in the higher elos, they will definitely kill you. So you want to be a little bit unpredictable, okay? If you do start bot, what you can do is you can do a clear kind of like this, where we start bot for the real good leash, and then we go blue, and then we do Gromp, Wolves, and Rat back down, and clear like that. That works too. But I would not recommend going straight up top because they can invade you. Now, a lot of people are going to be like, well, players in this elo don't do this. But I don't like teaching players how to play in certain elos. I want you guys to be prepared for when you get to higher elos, okay? So that's why I don't coach like that, and that's why I don't teach like that. So I'd recommend you kind of pathing that way, dealing with Vi. So let's see what we do, and let's see how we start. Oh yeah, and then also let's just factor in the lane matchups. So we have Veigar and the Heimerdinger. Not really a good setup. I mean, he does have good setup, but it's Heimerdinger, so it's very, very hard for you to do anything. And Veigar doesn't provide any damage until like 6. So if you do gank him, it's going to be very hard, and you might actually end up dying because of Heimerdinger's turrets. As far as mid lane goes, Ahri has pretty good setup with Charm, but in order for her to be able to actually help you out, she has to land it, right? So it's not like a for sure gank. It's just like, well, if he's overextended and I can walk in, I'll probably grab it. Otherwise, I can't do much there because I have to bank on her hitting her charm, which is, you know, something that you might not be able to do. As far as bot lane goes, we have a Ashe and Swain versus a Sivir and Senna there. Sivir and Senna are going to be notorious for shoving waves, so your laners are going to be pushed up. Once again, you know, not really something you can just impact right off the bat. They have to be overextended, and you have to bank on them landing a shot. So unless mid and bot are overextended, you can't really gank for them. And then as far as top lane goes, you just never can gank for him until like 6 or something, where you can start ulting and Veigar can provide more damage for you, okay? So I would like to actually see you path down bot, not because of Vi, but also because of your lane matchups. So there's 2 reasons to path towards bot. But let's see what you do. Okay. Okay. All right, so there are 3 types of clears that you want to really think about. These are the basic clears. Now, your clear seems... I wouldn't say I have never seen it. Why is this thing not working? Okay, there we go. I wouldn't say that I've never seen it, but I will say it's not really something that's more optimal. So, here we go. The types of clears that we want, these are the basic ones. You can get into the fancy clears like you just did when you really understand why. And I'm not saying you didn't understand why you did it. I'm just saying these are the basic ones that we want under our belt to yield us better rewards. So we can do the 6 camp clear, where we do red into Krugs, into Raptors, into Wolves, into blue, into Gromp. And then we could just go ahead and go here. We could do the 5 camp clear, where we do red, Raptors, Wolves, blue, Gromp, and we skip Krugs. Or we could do the 3 camp clear, where we to red to blue to gromp, and then we're ready to do some stuff, okay? Now, when we think about that, we have 3 camps, we have 5 camps, and we have 6 camps. Now, let's assume that we're pathing towards bot. Why? Because, like I said, top doesn't really provide you anything. They can't really do much. I know that's your duo, so that's probably why you're pathing towards top, but even when you're duoing, you have to play properly in order to win your games, especially at higher elos where players are a bit harder to deal with. So I would like to see you path bottom here. So if I know that these lanes are the type of lanes to not really be that aggressive, if we think about it, right? They're more or less lanes that are, they're poke heavy, but none of them are like, I want to kill you, like a Draven or a Yasuo Yone mid or like a top lane Riven. Like none of them are like that. They're more of just I sit and just wait for things to happen or I just farm, you know? So with that in mind, if I don't need to be proactive and I have pretty much all the time in the world, what type of clear would I choose to get to bot side? 3, 5, or 6? I would choose 6. I would start blue, go Grump, go Wolves, Raptors, Red, Krugs. Why? Because there's not really anything I need to do to impact the map. No lanes are like that. The best thing I can do is counter gank, but you can counter gank while doing camps if you just rotate. So you can do a 6 camp clear, nothing will happen. Let's see what you do though. I am gonna say you can't get anything to happen, and you could have 6 camped. So let's say we 6 camp, and we'll say we ended at about 3:20 to 3:30. Let's see if we do anything between those time frames that would have justified us doing that clear. No, right? We didn't do anything. All we did was double scuttle. So we could have done that by actually 6 camping. So we could have done what I said. Start red, then go clear top, get the crap real quick, and then loop down and, not loop down, I'm sorry. My bad. Go red, clear your blue, wolves, blue Gromp wolves. I'm sorry. I mean, okay, look, Jesus. Okay, my whole thought process is ruined. My bad. Okay, here we go. Jesus, let me breathe. Take a breath. I've been doing these all day, or all morning. So, what we would do was we would do red to blue, to Gromp to wolves, to crab, to scuttle, and then to raptors, and then to Krugs. Why would we do it that way? That seems so elaborate for no reason. The reason being is because we want to play towards bot side. We want to spawn our camps this way. Because of the path that you did, which was red, wolves, blue, Gromp, the way that your camp's going to spawn top side is this way, which means it's forcing you to path up, even if you don't want to. But it's weird because you're pathing down on bot side. So now you're basically making it so you're pathing up when you go top and you're pathing bottom when you go bottom, which is weird, right? Ideally, if you were to play towards top, you would get the crap like you did, start Krugs, go Raptors, and then your wolves will be back up or spawning. You could recall and then, you know, come back, do your wolves, do your Gromp, and we're still playing towards top side. Right now, you just like, you split your path up in a lot of different ways. But let's see what you do here now that we are here, okay? So yeah, that's what the path I'd like to see you take next time. So yeah, we're doing what I said. We're pathing down bot. But now you're recalling. And unless you fix it by going to Gromp, Wolves, and then back to Raptors, your clear is going to be weird. You see? Now you're doing Wolves into Gromp. And so now you're pathing up, which is not what you want. You want to, like, you're splitting yourself to both directions. Okay. Once again, we can't fight. We know we can't fight that Vi. The only time we can go and invade as Kha'Zix is if the opportunity arises. That was some sheer luck. But it worked out. We get Dragon. And now we're pathing up again. So we need to stick to pathing up. I don't want to see you path down from top. Okay? So we recall. We want to go Wolves, Blue, Gromp. Or Blue, Wolves, Gromp. But we need to do Wolves. Okay, good. Now we're pathing in a line. Do your blue. It's just a lot of time wasting. You could be like level 8 or 9 by now if you were to, I I'm sorry, not level 9. You'd be level 8 and close to level 9 by now if you were to get your camps off reset. So basically what I want to see you do is have a more sound pathing plan. Path toward one side and stay pathing in a line. Do not spread yourself thin like that. Also, try not to waste time on plays that don't matter. Recycling your camps are more important. So what do I mean by that? Every time you kill a camp, another one respawns. And when that respawns, it actually gets a higher level, which then gives you more experience. So the longer you have them sitting there, the less experience you initially get. So let's say Vi did all 6 of her camps. She won't, because Vi's don't do that. But let's say she did it 2 times. And you did what you did, where you like do half and then you go do something and then you come up and do the next half. If she cleared all 6 2 times and you're just getting done with your top half, respawning and then going towards bot, and she cleared it twice, you're behind in experience. Doesn't even matter. Even if you did the same exact route, but you just took longer to do it, when your camps recycle, there will be a lower level than her camps because she's recycling a lot quicker, right? So that's what I want to see from you a little bit more. It's just a little bit more emphasis on pathing properly and not wasting time on plays that don't matter. So far is what we're at. Okay. Okay, once again, we're pathing bottom again. You see how you're going up, down, up, down, up, down. You gotta pick a side. So you're in an elo where players just kind of run at you and give you free kills. But if they did not do what they've been doing, this game would be extremely hard for you. Like, extremely hard. Because you don't really have a game plan. It just looks like we're floating around and we happen to get kills because of it. And I do know your duo is a little bit lower in elo. So it could be why we're running, like, we're just getting stuff like that happening. But when you do get to a higher elo, they won't be giving you free kills like this. So you need to make sure you're managing your time properly, you're clearing your camps properly, and you're not wasting time around plays that are like random. Like this. Go clear your camps, right? You got other stuff to do right now. Also, you notice this thing was aggroing you. They know you're there. I would believe, right? Yeah, see? It was aggroing you. I don't know how it aggroed you, considering you're in a bush, but it did. It's very odd that it did, but it did. I don't know if that's a glitch or what, but look. It's not aggroing, and as soon as you walk up... Right. You see how it's starting to aggro? So, I mean, I guess he threw a grenade, I guess, but it's just weird how it's pointing towards you. Maybe it was just doing that. I don't know, that's funky. I've never seen that before. But it is what it is. Maybe you placed it like that? I don't know, that's so weird. Anyway, it was a waste of, the play was a waste of time, no matter if it was a bug or not. We shouldn't have been there. We didn't get anything out of it, and we're just delaying our power spikes. You could be so massive right now. You could be ginormous right now. There you go. That's what I like. You can't do anything there. Let me go clear. That's how you should be playing the whole entire game. I can't do anything. Let me go clear. I can't do anything. Let me go clear. Instead of trying to like force or just wait for some plays that just won't work. That dude is thirsty. Okay. So we know Ari's in base. This is a 4v5. Just let it go. Go farm. Go take her camps or something like that. You're gonna all die. Yeah, I thought so. They're over chasing. They could just get dragon. They don't even get drag. Oh, they do get it. Okay. Yeah, it just wasn't a fight worth going for. Identifying which fights are actually important and which fights are not is going to be how you become a very good jungler. Whether it be Hecarim, which is what I see on your account, or Kha'Zix, or any other jungler that requires you to take advantage of opportunities. Understanding which ones are worth going for is huge. That did a lot of damage. Balanced. Okay, unlucky. Get back to clearing your camps, though. See, we're just sitting, defending, and it's just not something you can do. That's not your type of champ. Go clear camps, and when a fight breaks out, you're ready for it. Like, if we were massive right now, we'd basically one-shot everybody. But because we weren't really farming and we were getting fed off of people just giving us free kills, we're not as strong as we really could have been. And we're having to rely on our teammates to win us the game now, instead of us being super snowballed. So that's pretty much what I'm seeing. I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but it's pretty much the same thing over and over. Also, we want to say have more focus on getting ready for fights or farming near the objective, being ready for fights. So what does that mean? That means that if I am playing Kha'Zix like you are, or just any jungler really, and I know dragon spawning, either I'm near dragon farming Gromp, or I'm near dragon farming my camps down here. That way I'm ready to go whenever I need to. Another cool thing you can do, especially as Kha'Zix, is you can just, like, let's say this is pinked, right? And we know this is pinked, and dragon is spawning. If I were the enemy team, how would I have to get to drag? I would go this way. I would have to come through here. I'd have to come through here. So you can take, really, nobody really does this unless they push out mid. So you can just kind of cross that off. But it does happen later into the game. So you have the 50-50 chance on picking a bush right here, right here, right here, even right here. Maybe they shoved out and then rotate this way. You have a 50-50 chance of being right where they're coming from and just kill someone on the spot. Boom! Now it's a 5v4. And if they take that 5v4, your team kills them. If they don't, you get a free dragon and you got a free kill out of it. And when you're super fed, you can tag one, wait for another, and tag the next one. And then boom, they can't do anything. You don't even have to team fight. You don't even have to rely on your team at all. You kill everybody. This is why it's important to maintain focus when you're playing. And hovering around is not how you're going to be able to go about it, okay? So we're going to say homework is, one, just having more of a plan when you're pathing. Path toward one side, path in a line. And then number two, we need to recycle our camps. Actually, all of this is important. So we're just going to wrap this into one big bow here. Focus more on camps, objective timers, and plays of opportunity. Okay? That's what we want to focus on. If we can do that, you'll watch your gameplay kind of skyrocket. As I said before, the way that you're winning these games, you're just getting a lot of free things that you shouldn't really be getting, and you're not getting punished for doing anything poor. And that's why I coach the way I do, is because I know that, and I don't want you to feel like if you don't change your play, you'll be I don't want you to hit a wall once you get to that elo where they start punishing you, right? I want you to be prepared. I want you to be ready, and I want you to know what to do. And right now, this is what's going to cost you. Random plays wasting time that just don't amount to anything when you have camp spawning. Objective timers being near drag or on drag when it's about to spawn. Same thing for Rift Herald and getting ready for the fight there. And then just plays of opportunity. You know, like I said, just not forcing, and just if you notice something getting ready to happen, or you notice like, okay, this ADC is pushing towards bot, and I know that they don't want to overextend because they're scared of me, but they need to go towards mid. If they're going to push it out bot, they're going to rotate either this way through river, they're going to come through this tri-bush, or they're going to get even farther back and come through here. Either way, I know they're coming towards mid, so I can just see where they're exiting from after they clear the wave. If, let's say, I'm Sivir, and I shoved it out to here, I should probably be coming through the river. If I'm Sivir and I shoved it out to here, I'd probably be coming through the tri-bush, right? I mean, let's just see if there's an example, just real quick, before I end the replay here. All right. Look at that. So let's just assume you were noticing he TP'd. If Dragon's coming up, he's going to clear this wave and he's going to walk through here, right? So if I was you, or if I were you, I would be sitting in here, maybe looking to get in this bush. And because I'm massive, right, because I've been doing my camps and be getting kills, As soon as this dude walks through, he's gonna get blown. He's gonna get blown up. Like he's gonna get one shot right now. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. And if you were right there, boom, he's dead. No time to react. He's exploded, and your team doesn't have to worry about anything. Now, obviously, in this scenario, you're way back here. That's not happening. But that's what I'm talking about. They will leave you clues to tell you where they're pathing to, and as a good assassin player, you want to know and then take them out as soon as they cross that path threshold. Okay. So I hope this helped you. If you guys have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I do not mind answering or giving you guys feedback on anything you guys would like. If you guys are interested in coaching, coachbucket.com is where you want to go. Use the code FIRST if you're new to my site, and you can get $5 off your whatever you purchase on that site, whether it be VOD reviews, coaching sessions, whatever. You can get $5 off of it through there. So thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. If you guys got any questions, as I said, let me know. Otherwise, have a good rest of your day and or night. And thank you guys for doing what? Approaching this like a coach. Have a good rest of your day and night, guys.